Number 5. The first film on this list needs no introduction, as I believe that most people have probably seen this movie before, or at least heard about it. While I do believe this day and age it may be very slow to some, I believe that this was rectified by the 2016 reboot/sequel, which I believe more people will probably connect with today. So I wanted to do these as a bundle. While I prefer the original, I do believe that the 2016 movie did modify and modernize the film while adding quick cuts and intensified tension throughout. While I do feel like it falls apart in the final act, I do recommend both of these movies, and I'll let you decide for yourself which you like more. Number 4. Now we get into my next pick. This is a South Korean film called Gongjium Haunted Asylum. This 2018 found footage film follows a crew of a YouTube channel called Horror Time. After seeing a video of two boys' exploration into the abandoned Gongjium Psychiatric Hospital, where the director of the facility allegedly killed all the patients and disappeared, the two boys come across the room 402, which is the ICU of the abandoned facility. They try the door and they cannot open it. Then they hear the sound of a ping pong ball bouncing behind them, and then the broadcast ends. This leads the creator of Horror Times to assemble 6 people for a live broadcast exploring this building. This movie is awesome. The tension not only between the team itself and what occurs in and out of the building keeps you on your seat throughout the runtime. I highly recommend this movie. Number 3. My next pick is a slightly different type of found footage. This movie is called Creep, and it's from Patrick Bryce and Mark Duplass, who is typically a very comedic actor. This is a psychological horror film set in a remote cabin where videographer Aaron accepts a job where he meets the client Joseph, who explains he has an inoperable brain tumor and is expected to die before his wife gives birth to their child. He wants Aaron to record a video diary for his future child. However, things turn dark when Joseph's behavior becomes more and more eccentric. This leads to a movie that, for me, is disturbing and unsettling. Also, the ending I honestly did not see coming. I highly recommend this movie, just prepare yourself for some fucked up shit along the way. Number 2. My second to last 2 picks are my personal favorites in the found footage genre. First up is Lake Mungo. This movie is definitely a lot easier to access these days than it used to be. I am still watching my DVD copy, as the Blu-ray version was only released in the UK and is not region free. Lake Mungo is an Australian film about a girl named Alice who drowns while swimming, and the family begins to experience unexplainable events in their house. The family hires a parapsychologist to investigate. This is one of the rare films that feels like you are peering into the life of a family stricken by grief and desperately looking for answers. I don't really want to say more than that, just know that it is engrossing and had me gripped to my seat till the very end, waiting to see how it would resolve. And number 1. My final film is, well, something that you need to experience. The less you know, the better. The film is called the Poughkeepsie Tapes. This 2007 film, which was supposed to receive a theatrical release in 2009, was pulled by MGM and shelved until its physical media release by Scream Factory in 2017. I was lucky to come across this in 2014, as it was on VOD for a little bit, but not very long. I revisit this film almost every year. I will leave the synopsis very vague, but the basics of the film are that when the police raid a house, they discover over 800 VHSs shot by the serial killer Edward Carver. The highlight of this film is definitely the tapes themselves. The mockumentary style of this film is probably the weakest part, however, the tapes make up for this in spades. While Paranormal Activity was released the year after this was made, this film is truly the film for me that is the hidden gem in the found footage genre. I highly recommend this film. I also will self-promote a bit and tell everyone that I am currently in pre-production for an in-depth dive into this film, so look forward to that to drop at the end of September. So those are my 5 picks for the films that you should watch if you like Paranormal Activity. Hopes this helped you on a Friday night when you can't decide what to watch. As always, thank you for watching my video. If you like what I do, consider becoming part of the collective, and don't forget, some doors should never be opened.